A group of developing economies, popularly known as BRICS, comprising Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, have accepted Nigeria as their number 9 partner country in their quest to forge a stronger, powerful alliance for shared economic prosperity. In the second part of the program, we examine what does this mean for one of Africa's largest economy and its development objectives. And to help us, put this in perspective, we have development economist Dr. Abdulrahman Hamisu from Bez University here in Abuja. He joins us via Zoom. Welcome to the program, Dr. Hamisu.
Me. Good evening, viewers.
We're happy having you on the program. And this taking Nigeria as partner by BRICS is coming at a time when Donald Trump has taken his oath as the President of the United States of America. And Nigeria is actually having good relationship with the US, IMF, World Bank, and all that. Will Nigeria navigate this turbulent water, being a partner to BRICS, involving Russia and what have you, and then having a new president with new perspective in the United States of America?
Well, thank you for that very particular balanced question that has really exposed the dilemma that we're in. I call it a dilemma because the international politics, as you know, is a very slippery arena. You need to be firm, you need to be strong, you need to know what you want. As an independent nation, whether there is a Donald Trump or there is not Donald Trump, Nigeria was going to take a decision because it is our right to take decision. It is in our interest to take decision, just the way it is in the interest of America to take decision anytime, any day, wherever they find themselves, whether it's in America or out of America. Now, coming back to your question, Nigeria as a country reserve the right to choose who to partner with, who to associate with, who to deal with. So it is Nigeria's inalienable right to do so. What has been happening all of these years is our lack of vision, what I would choose to call tunnel vision, a vision that we stick with America even if America no longer offers what we need, a vision that will make us to stick with Germany even if Germany has nothing to offer us, a tunnel vision that reduces Nigeria to a former colony that's supposed to attend Commonwealth of Nations meetings and not a colossus in the arena of foreign policy that is supposed to influence decisions internationally. So I would say that by the framing of BRICS, Nigeria is supposed to be a founding member of BRICS. Why do I say so? Nigeria has been at the forefront of fighting colonialism and neo-colonialism in Africa. And Nigeria dedicated huge sums of resources to rescue South Africa, Mozambique, name them. Most of these countries that are equally threatening the interests of Nigeria today, Nigeria worked seriously to liberate them from the shackles of colonialism. So if that is the case, if BRICS is an alternative platform to the colonized imperial institutions that have been underdeveloped in Africa, inclusive of Nigeria, then Nigeria ought to be a founding member of BRICS, not even South Africa. South Africa came on board when? In the 1990s, after Nigeria fought tooth and nail, sacrificing its best to ensure that South Africa became independent. This is not to say that South Africa does not have the right to aspire, but what I'm saying is when you mention Nigeria as the largest economy in Africa, with the largest population, with the largest market, with everything that it takes, apart from corruption and abuse of office that is really dealing us blues, Nigeria ought not to be a partner, but a founding member of BRICS. But again, another problem that we are facing is our loyalty to those that have continued to impoverish us. We are loyal to America, we are loyal to Britain, we are loyal to Germany, even if they are not offering us anything. Unlike South Africa, unlike China, unlike India, unlike Russia. So those countries realize that they have capacity to take a decision. They are independent and they are doing that and for the benefit of their people. That is what we want to see, not a partner.
All right, Doctor. And as you rightly said, Nigeria ought to be, foundation member. This BRICS, if I'm not wrong, has been there since 2009. And then informal talks, 2006 or thereabout. Now, 16 years down the line. Can we say it's a big achievement? Is there anything to write home about? Nigeria being partner and not member. What is the difference between being a member and then being a partner?
You see, when the issue of BRICS came up, the issue of BRICS was a reaction to the international politics of intimidation, where a benign organization, a benign platform, a benign policies are turned to an instrument of war and aggression. So BRICS came on board to counter such intimidation on the foreign scene. So when it was first coined, there was a confusion. There was a sort of confusion because instead of BRICS, people thought it was BRICS with N ending it. The N was thought to be Nigeria because that was at the point that Nigeria was rebasing its economy and people thought it's one of the emerging economy. But the international community and the founding members continue to correct the world that it is not Nigeria, but South Africa. And why? It's because South Africa is getting its acts together. South Africa was in a position more with a more robust economy to present, and they have this independent of thought. They are not beholden to any nation. Whether they've been together for 100 years, the South Africans saw clearly that their interest is well represented in the emerging alliance. And what is the alliance? It is an alliance that allows you to trade with everybody freely using your local currency, and they buy from each other. You do not need to convert your currency to the dollar to the extent that you lose substantial value of your currency simply because you want to purchase something from China. It means you have to convert your currency first to dollar, and then after that again, you now go to purchase from China. Now they've eliminated this very particular contraption that has allowed America to stay afloat, that has allowed America to export its inflation all over the world, that allow America to create fiat money and prey on the currencies of the nations of the world through criminality and other sorts of sanctions, just the way they are doing to Iran currently. They are equally doing to Russia. Most of the countries that are in BRICS, only very few are not the target of America because they dare to do something differently, something that's supposed to benefit their people. And this is what they don't want to see. And then Nigeria is stuck with partners that has continued to push down its throat policies that has impoverished the people, that has undermined our national sovereignty, that has undermined our economy, that has undermined our well-being. When we returned to democracy in 1999, I want to take you back to the poverty rate when Abacha died. We love to castigate Abacha. When Abacha died, poverty was at 11.7%, if I'm not mistaken, 11.7 or 11.8%. Now, what is the poverty rate today after returning to democracy 26 years later? The poverty rate, the last time I saw, according to the World Bank, is around 40.8%. Now, you want to convince me that we've made progress, as you said, 16 years later? Go and check what the Chinese are doing. Go and check what the Iranians are doing in terms of manufacturers, in terms of supply of petroleum. Most of the basic needs, the basic challenges that we are shouting about today, these countries that are the founding members have overcome them. Is it, look, I hate it when people tell us that the problem with Nigeria is because we are large, we have the largest population, we have the largest landmass. Are we large compared to India? Are we large compared to China? Yet these countries are doing what they're supposed to do. They are protecting the well-being of their people. Go to China and see how the people are living there. They are better off. They don't have any petroleum crisis, just the way we have fuel crisis, issues of around that they've removed subsidy. Today, China is still subsidizing its population. Chinese population is around 1.4, 1.5 billion people. And then we are talking about How many people are we talking about in Nigeria? 200 million. And the government is telling us that they cannot pay subsidy. They have to remove subsidy. Hey, is it India? India is around 1.2, 1.3 billion. Are they having the program, the challenges we're having in terms of Boko Haram, kidnapping, banditry? Name them. What is that? Is it in infrastructure? So what is that in that we are saying we cannot do that these countries are doing? The only thing is they are more honest, they are more patriotic, and they are willing to protect their people by ensuring that they produce their needs.
Okay, as far as poor man in Nigeria, and even the middle class, what they are looking for is relationship or partnership that will bring succor to them. What do you think will happen now? Will this partnership with the BRICS strengthen the Naira?
Yes, you see, there is a difference between...
Yes, I'm asking this question because last year, personally, I was in Russia, and I went with few dollars to buy toothpaste, Lipton and all that. It became a problem for me. I came back with my dollars. I could not even change it to get the local currency. Some people who were there before, they look for currency of the BRICS, India rupee, South Africa, Brazil. They went with that currency, and it was very easy for them to spend their own currency in Russia. Now, will Nigeria benefit from this? Will this relationship strengthen our Naira? So that maybe if I go to South Africa, my Naira will be recognized. If I go to China, my Naira will be recognized. If I go to Brazil, my Naira will be recognized. Oh, it is not yet Uhuru.
You see, yeah, you see, for every pioneering effort, there are bound to be hiccups, challenges here and there. And we're talking about a system that is being put in place to replace an older system, an exploitative system that will make money from you without giving anything in return other than that they facilitate your exchanging your own currency into a world currency that has been posed by war. The partnership, no doubt, will bring Nigeria some level of succor, but what we're saying is it would have granted Nigeria more leverage if Nigeria was a founding member of the BRICS. It means that Nigeria is at the core of it, and that Nigeria is not going there as a partner. And the challenge with Nigeria, even when we are founding members, we seem not to do the needful. And then now you're saying that we are just partners. It could be that the partnership status is as a result of mounting pressure that people have been mounting on federal government of Nigeria to say that, look, we have other opportunities that we can leverage on instead of the age-long exploitative system that has been imposed on us. And then we are now joining as a partner. Nevertheless, it is better late than never. We want to see how far Nigeria can go, because as far as I'm concerned, I've not seen anything tangible. It's just the benefit of the doubt that I'm giving to the country to say, okay, yeah, we've realized that we lost out because we're not there as a founding member, and we are willing to take a second fiddle as a partner in the BRICS. As a partner, your ability to achieve anything is limited by the definition surrounding such a partnership. So you are a partner in progress, fine, but decisions would have been taken before they announce it to you as partners. So maybe what they will do is to consult you. But if you are there as a member in the boardroom where decisions are being taken, then you have the leverage to say this will work for our people, this will not work for our people, because it's about the creation of alternative. And that is exactly what you will see happening even within ECOWAS. Now, the Alliance of the Sahel State discussing with Togo to be able to use the port in Togo. Why? It's because the BRICS countries are creating alternative platforms other than the imperial platform that are being used to fight them, either by way of sanction or by way of ensuring that the BRICS alliance is frustrated through their own channel. So that is exactly where we are. So we pray that Nigeria will do the needful using the partnership to benefit Nigerians.
Okay, now maybe final question, which I hope you will answer in less than 1 minute, because we have run out of time. There is always a price for taking certain decisions. As we are now, we keep going to World Bank, IMF, to collect loans in order to come and finance our projects. Now that we are establishing new frontiers, do you think IMF, World Bank, and all that, they will be amenable to granting us more loans, or they will put other conditionalities so as to punish us?
Why do we need a loan in the first place? Why do we need a loan? If the Chinese are not taking loan from World Bank, if the Indians are not taking loan from the World Bank, and they are more than us in terms of population, why should we go to take loan in the World Bank and IMF? Let us go back to what Awolowo did. Let us go back to what the Sardaunas did. Let us go back to what the Okparas did in their various regions, to the extent that they were supporting Britain when the Second World War broke out. Nigerians supported these countries to survive. What did we do? We made use of our land, our energy, our resources. It's because we are lazy now, we don't want to work, that we go to borrow all the time. Why do we need to borrow? Why should we borrow if we have fertile land in Nigeria?
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Abdulrahman Abu Hamisu, development economist from Bez University, Abuja. I wish we have more time to ask more questions, but thank you for being there. We hope you join us some other time.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you, sir.
And viewers, earlier in the program, we hosted former Executive Director, Center for Fiscal Transparency and Public Integrity, Dr. Umar Yakubu. And that's a wrap on today's package. We hope you found the conversation engaging and informative. And be sure to join Daily Politics, airing every weekday on our special package on Friday and Sunday, of course, during which we will telephone lines for you to comment on national issues. Thank you for being with us. Bye-bye from here. I'm Hamza Idris.